Thank you very much.
Can I ask you, what does the association between Saks and Outlander mean to you in terms of prestige or fit with the show, with the store?
We work with many different partners, and when the team first came to us to actually discuss how we work together, I remember having the meeting with my colleague Kathleen, and we sort of left the meeting understanding and knowing it was going to be a perfect fit. Especially from the fashion perspective, with Saks being, the icon of fashion that it is. And then looking back to the past and the historical elements of what you see here today,
right,
was the perfect fit for us, and how we can marry that together with modern day fashion. And I think that's the analogy of what we've used with this partnership. I think the front covers of the book look amazing, and the guys look incredible. Not only on our front cover of our books, but obviously in the show as well. So it's perfect.
Great. And do you see anything on trend in the costumes that we might see at Saks in the spring or the summer?
The most interesting thing, I think, speaking with the guys, speaking with Terry, is that you constantly see, I think, influences from everything that you'll see in these windows coming through in the collections. So whether it's what you're going to be seeing on the in the stores in September of this year, which is very heavily embellished, very heavily embroidered. It's again, a perfect fit, and you start to see those influences come through in slight ways. So
terrific. The costumes are beautiful, and Saks is one of my favorite stores.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Now, I'm the
as you were reading the book, since you're a fan, with what you do and do so beautifully, did you see the costumes in your head as you were reading, or?
No, I didn't. I didn't ever see Jamie and Claire as pictures, nor the costumes. I think as a visual person, I kind of leave that behind when I'm reading it, sort of the transportative, experience. But I felt them, I knew them, and so when it came to designing their clothes, that is, my knowledge of them, they're like friends, right? And so, I know that's part of what came through in the designs.
And it did. They're absolutely beautiful. This is my favorite dress right there.
Crazy?
Yes.
Isn't that a crazy piece?
Yeah. Thank you.
That was, I went down to the basement of my favorite fabric store in San Francisco, Britex Fabric, and said, I know you guys have something down here that no one else wants to buy, and they brought this up. The best part of the story is we had it rolled out across a table, and a woman came by and she said, that's amazing, have you ever seen a show called Outlander? And I said, yes, and as a matter of fact, they're going to use it on there. And she was like, oh, the guy who does it did my other favorite show, Battlestar Galactica, and I said, you mean this guy? I gotta go down.
Thank you so much.
You're really good to the fans. It's amazing.
Hi, Ron. Aaron Conrad with 3 of 5 Spaces. It's nice to see you. I'm absolutely loving the show, honestly. So my question is, what did you learn? I'm trying to take video at the same time. What did you learn? What was significant that you learned from season 1 that you brought into season 2?
Well, a lot of it just had to do with the physical production, because doing season 1 and realizing it was an evolving story and a traveling show and no standing sets made it a very complicated show to produce, because most TV really depends on having standing sets and doing a lot of the same kind of shooting week after week. It saves you time, money, and energy. And so first season was a big learning experience about doing a show that's essentially a lot of little movies. So coming into the second season, we sort of knew what we were up against, and it was going to be a big challenge to keep doing that and to reinvent the show and go to Paris.
Very good. The first episode was really exciting, and I loved the TV Academy on Tuesday night. When we saw this stuff with the costumes and Gary Steele's information.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
I was 91 when I left home yesterday.
Hi. Hi, I'm Erin.
Hi, Erin.
It's 3F by Space. I just want to make sure I film you here. Since this is a fashion event, I'll ask fashion questions.
Okay.
As a former model and an icon of style, what can you suggest to? No, current beautiful icon of style. What can you suggest to women for their own confidence and their personal style?
Oh, wear what makes you feel good. Wear what's comfortable, and I mean, black is always good. It's always chic. That's my rules to live by.
That's terrific. I mean, you always look fantastic. This dress is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
What's your personal style?
Oh God, my personal style runs the gambit. I feel like some days I feel tomboyish and I'll wear boots and jeans, and then other days I feel quite girlish. But I try not to follow trends. I try to follow just what I like.
Yeah. Terrific.
It's over 14,000.
You look wonderful. I mean, like all the costumes and everything, and yeah, they're beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks for my
Hi. I'll ask a similar question, but not about the former model part. But as an icon of style,
Hardly.
what's your personal style? What do you feel most comfortable in? We all have our ideas of what you look best in, but everything is the answer.
Yeah.
So, what do you like?
I guess I'm quite physical, so I do a lot of working out. So I spend a lot of time, out of costume, like in, tracksuits and things like that, workout gear. Because to be honest, you get up in the morning, you get dressed, you're in the car, and then you're set and you have to get undressed again.
Right. Right.
So you spend actually very little time in your own clothes. So sometimes it's just about ease of rolling out of bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always great for an event to be able to dress up. We love doing this press conference.
What's your date style? If you're on a date, what would you wear?
Depends where we're going and what we're doing. The beach, that's a good date, but you don't want to wear a suit to that. In fact, I think I wore a pair, yeah. Or, if you're going out for dinner, I think smart is good though, definitely.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
I think everybody would love to see you in anything. So
Thank you so much.
thank you so much, Sam. It was great to see you.
Bye.